Welcome, hey, welcome, hey, welcome, hey, welcome, hey, welcome. And finally, we are going to be able to save our data to the cloud Firestore. Okay, now to do this, we need access to the cloud Firestore package. And over here, we can create a finer and we can just go ahead and specify it's going to be a type of Firebase Firestore, which is basically Firebase Core itself. And basically, the Firebase Core and the Cloud Firestore package works together. And now we can call this underscore underscore Firestore. And it's going to be equal to Firebase Firestore then dot distance width. And now the first step is to create a collection where all our vendors' data are going to be stored or saved. To do this, first of all, it's going to take some time to create this new collection and we have to await for the process. And now we can then say underscore, I think we called it underscore or what did we call this? Okay, we called it underscore Firestore underscore says that. Okay. Oh, sorry. But this art from here and paste it over here. I created it within this function and that was why I could not have access to it. Okay, and now we have access to it and dot collection. And this collection is gonna be called vendors. And the doc is referring to the vendor itself. And what we can do is we can it's basically asking for the name of the document or what is going to be saved as, and we can save it based on the URD of the user, right? And in order to do this, we can then call the auth dot. This is basically similar to that of the creed.user.uid. Still similar, and we can just say underscore auth dot current user then dot URD. And over here we need this check. And now we have to say dot set, and it is a map. And the first field we need is the business business name. And sorry, this is gonna be business name, right? Business name. And the second field we need is the email and email. And the third field is the phone number and phone number. And the value, country value, and state value and state value. Remember, whenever we call this function called register vendor, we then have to pass in the values to all this variable. State value and city value, city city value, and tax options, tax options, right? And tax number, or you can just call your tax ID. Okay, and this is gonna be task number and image, and this is gonna be okay. Now what we can do now is over here Before we save the data to the cloud Firestore, we want to make use of this. We want to make use of uh, this function, right? Okay. And over here, sorry, over here, we can then call the underscore upload image to storage, and it has automatically passed this image. And also we have to await this. And now we can store the result in a variable called store image, and it is a string, right? Sounds good. And we can just call the store image, and it's going to be equal to store image. Great. And hopefully you understand all this. We've done this before, right? Okay, we can use Control and S now to save. Seems really, really nice. Seems really, really nice. Seems really, really cool. Okay, everything should be working as expected. And also we want one more value, and this is going to say approved to check if that vendor has been approved. And default, we want to set this to true, sorry, to false. Okay, great. This is just an extra value we want to have within our vendor, we want to have within our vendors collection. Do not worry if you don't understand this really. In the future, you would understand how everything works. Okay, guys, see you in the next lecture.